everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and this is A Fields Full House. So if you have been around here for a while, you know that I am pregnant and expecting our 10th baby. I keep saying that because believe it or not, I kind of find it hard to believe. Like, it doesn't feel like 10's a big number, but it doesn't feel like a big number. Does that make sense? Probably not. Anyway, so I'll get on with it. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all my first trimester update. I keep wanting to say ultrasound. My first trimester update. I am officially 14 weeks. So I am out of the first trimester into the second, and I am so relieved to be getting there. The first trimester just feels like it just drags on like forever. Okay. Anyway, so if y'all have been following along too, you also know that I have not felt very good, like at all. I have been extremely nauseous. I haven't had major food aversions. It's just a lot. I'm just don't show me anything. But the biggest issue besides nausea, I have been extremely exhausted. I'm talking, I could just sleep. Now, I know that's normal, but it feels like it's a bit extra than normal. But part of that is probably because Drew is not sleeping through the night. And since November, we have had a whirlwind of sicknesses through our house, and it's been crazy. So my first trimester has been rough, even family-wise. Anyways, but we have made it through, and I could not have made it through without my older children. Actually, I would say even Miley on up, and Miley's 8. So my oldest 5 children have been amazing and such a huge help. I can't even tell you, from the cooking and cleaning and laundry, even schooling, they have just really risen up to the occasion, and I'm very thankful. We actually plan on doing a fun family day out. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it yet, but just as a thank you to them for being so awesome and helping. And honestly, they haven't complained one time. Not once. Whenever I've said, I need you to cook dinner, they would just say, okay, and they've done it. I'm so thankful. Anyways. We're not perfect. It's really gone much smoother than what I expected it to. Okay, so anyways, with all that said, so I have been feeling pretty good as far as nausea-wise for about a week. I think it's been about a week. I did have a couple days where I was just oh, but then I came up with this head cold. So there's that. This started, what is today? Today's Wednesday. This started 2 days ago, right? No, Monday, Tuesday, yeah. Today's my 3rd day with a cold, whatever. And Monday was really, really bad. I was couldn't breathe, sore throat. I have a slight, it's not quite an infection in my ear, but it's red. Anyway, so blah, blah, blah. So that wasn't helping me. I was I was doing so good, feeling good, and then I get this. So anyway, so I do feel better today. Yada, yada. So anyways, I have my doctor's appointment, and I have actually already had, this is my 3rd doctor's appointment, right? Yeah, I've already had 3 ultrasounds. How crazy is that? It's because I'm 35. So I'm officially advanced maternal age. And when you're advanced maternal age, they want to do all the tests to you. Insurance pays for it. So, and I don't mind seeing my baby. But anyways, side note, you're not really at any higher risk once you turn 35. It's simply because insurance pays for all these tests. I'm just saying. But thankfully, my doctor said I can deny any testing that I want. A lot of doctors start pushing the testings when you're of advanced maternal age. But they were very nice and said, anything that you're not comfortable with or don't want to do, you can deny. And I was like, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so anyways, like I said, I've had 3 doctor's appointments. I've had 3 ultrasounds. So I've had the Down syndrome screening and then another screening. I don't even know what that one was for. Anyways, but everything looks 100% picture perfect and healthy, and I am so relieved and thankful for that news. I have not had the blood test done yet, or any of the blood work, which I'm kind of cracking up about, because once you're 35, you get this extra set of blood work that they do that can tell you the gender early on in the blood work. How cool is that? So I was kind of excited to find out early. Well, they still haven't done the blood work. And I'm so whenever I was at the doctor the last time, I was well, because they actually have to give me orders to go to a lab and get the work done. Anyways, and then I have another appointment at a lab to have my blood drawn and yada yada. Anyways, it's kind of annoying. So I was like, why don't you just go ahead and give me the orders? Like, anyways, they were like, no, we'll do that at the next appointment. I was like, okay, whatever. So I actually had my doctor's appointment yesterday, and as I'm checking out, I was like, they never mentioned the lab work. Like, and then the nurse happened to see me, and she was like, I forgot to do the paperwork for the lab work. I'll mail it to you. I'm like, so I still don't have the paperwork. Oh, anyway, so I will not have the blood work early for the gender, but it is what it is. But I did happen to have an ultrasound yesterday, and the tech told me that she was 100% sure as to what the baby's gender was. So I had her write it down in an envelope, and I do happen to know because we revealed it last night with our kids. I did not know. I did not peek in the envelope. I want the whole entire world to know that because it's very, very hard for me. But we have a gender reveal video. I don't know if this will come out first or that one. So, you know, watch both of them. Anyways, so I need to just get on. I am feeling better. Everything's looking great. And other news, if you have followed along with any of my other videos at all, or if you know me in real life, you know that I have had an amazing OB for the last 8 years. I have seen her since we had Miley. And after I had Drew, she shared with me that she was no longer going to be delivering babies. And it was actually very sad. She was crying and I was crying. When you have a doctor that you have a relationship like that with, you hold on to her. I've still text her and talked to her. And I've asked her, I'm like, are you sure that you don't want to just, see me? Anyway, so I am seeing the OB that she recommended. And honestly, I was a little nervous because I have had some run-ins with doctors in the past. I kind of have a special situation that at the end of my pregnancies, for some reason, my body decides to stop producing amniotic fluid. It's a complete medical mystery. We don't know why. Anyways, did not happen with Drew though. And that's the first baby. So it's happened since Jackson, our fourth, all the way up to number 8. But it did not happen with Drew, our 9th. So anyways, I've had some run-ins with doctors where they don't take it quite as seriously and they don't want to do an ultrasound at the end of my pregnancy because they think there's no way that can happen again. Well, medical marvel here. Like, it's happened. Anyways, many times. So that was brought up. Like, she had my chart, the new doctor, and went over and she was like, oh yeah. She was like, I got you, girl. Don't worry. And she actually knows, my old doctor, personally. And she was like, I've talked to Dr. I keep wanting to say their names, but I'm trying not to. Anyways, I've talked to her. She, explained everything to me. She was like, yeah. She was like, anytime that you're feeling, she's like, girl, you've had 9 kids. You just tell those other doctors what for. You know what's going on more than they do. I was like, thank you. So it seems like she's got my back. Everything will go smooth sailing. So I was really encouraged because honestly, I was really nervous. I've met her before, but not like as a patient. And this was my first doctor's appointment with her. And so I did have some peace of mind. I tend to do a lot of things more of a natural route than, medical interventions or, different prescriptions, antibiotics, like I try to do things naturally first. And not every doctor appreciates that about people. And with me having this cold, I was telling her, the things that I was doing. And she was like, oh yeah. She was like, no, you got to try the natural stuff first. She was like, I think that's great. And she even gave me some other recommendations about some natural remedies. But she also gave me an antibiotic just in case I felt like I needed it for my ear. So anyways, it was a good appointment. Because honestly, I thought about seeking a midwife this time. Because I just wasn't sure, like I said, my doctor leaving, I just wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. But I do prefer to deliver in a hospital, and our midwives in our city seem to only do birth centers or at-home births. And I even was considering that, but I decided to stick with a hospital because it's just my personal opinion. I just feel a little bit safer in a hospital. Although as soon as the baby's born, I'm like, check me out, like, let's go. I don't like being in the hospital. Anyway, so anyways, yeah, everything's going great. Like, I feel much better besides being tired, but taking it easy as much as I can. And we do have some big things going on, but having older kids has really helped this time. Like, Taylor, Addison, and Payton are 13, 12, and 11. and they can do a lot of the things where, hey, mom didn't get to whatever today, but it needs to get done, and they've really stepped up, and it's just a huge blessing. I'm so thankful. So anyways, I'm excited to share the gender with everybody. I just don't know how it's gonna go out yet. So anyways, if that video comes out before this video, I'll put a link in the description box, I guess. Anyways, so just be on the lookout. And also I am posting some things over on Instagram as well. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to do that as well. It's Fueled's Full House as well, but a link is also in the description box. So yeah, that's it. This was really kind of chatty. Sorry. There's not like a whole lot to update, like as far as like pregnancy. Like I felt terrible. I feel a little bit better. My weight gain has been a little bit more than what I would care for it to be. I want to try to exercise a little bit more than what I normally do in pregnancy. Yeah, it just doesn't sound appealing right now because I'm so tired, but I know that I will feel better. So hold me accountable to that. I want to walk. Like, I'm not talking about anything crazy, just go walking in the evening. We happen to have a treadmill out in our garage now that's collecting, you know, junk on top of it. So I need to utilize that if I can't get out because, you know, Drew's taking a nap or whatever. So yeah, anyways, hold me accountable to walking. Anyways, I'll stop rambling my mouth. I hope that y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.